Hello everyone and welcome to episode 92 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel, the modern day UFC save. Here for episode 92 we have our January pay-per-view as UFC 270, Weili, Rose Namajunas, a hell of a contest here set up for us as, that's going to be a fun main event. Hopefully we get a fun-ass fight as, hopefully we get the type of fight that we saw here in real life as far as that the most recent fight night here in Seattle. That was a crazy card. Absolutely crazy. Sucks about the finish for the main event, but a hell of a card nonetheless. We do have one piece of mail. It's Jordan Young wants to fight Jared Trice. This is a hell of a fight. These are two great wrestlers. Both men. As far as Jordan Young right now, he is 14-1. He's undefeated in the UFC, but his one fight was a split decision win over Igor Petroya. And then for Jared Trice, of course, he is 2-0, but 9-0 overall, and was a three-time All-American at Central Michigan University. So this is, that's a fun-ass fight, to be honest, to set up. We'll definitely look to make it happen, as far as if, because Jordan Young's, he's obviously an Iowa native, and obviously from Michigan is Jared Trice, so it's kind of looking for maybe a place in the Midwest. I know we have a Wisconsin card on the horizon, but I think everything is booked on that show. So I'm not exactly sure when we'll get that fight booked, but hopefully we can get it done. As for our card, though, not only is our main event Zhang Weili and Thug Rose here, Money Moicano in Taporia at 145. Ilya Taporia, a Nato Money Moicano. My God, I mean, what a crazy-ass fight to be the co-main. As far as for Moicano, of course, has been on a tear, as is obviously Taporia. And it's funny now, in real life, Taporia has to vacate the belt because they don't want to do the double champ status anymore. He's moving up to fight Islam at 155. But for right now, here in the save, he's going to stay at 145 for as long as we can. Sean Strickland, he will be taking on Ibrahim Chizagov. As far as Ibrahim is, of course, was as far as the KSW middleweight champ, 6th middleweight in the company, making his debut. He's looking for his 20th win. He's 12th in the world. But as far as that's kind of crazy. But Sean Strickland's been on a little bit of a tear as of late. We'll see how that fight plays out. Also, Guam taking on Charles Oliveira, two Bronx on this pay-per-view main card as well. That's always nice. And that's, of course, a 155 bout. And Andre Elite taking on Yanin Wu. It's a 125 bout. That's a fun-ass fight as well. As Andrea KGB Lee, we'll see how she does against Yanin Wu, because she has been on a tear as well. So, yeah, one fight per division, as far as no duplicate fights as far as in the division on this main card. For Zhang Weili and Thug Rose, it is very, very close. Thug Rose is the slight favorite. The Milwaukee native, 11-4, obviously Zhang Weili, 21-2. Doesn't have a team though, but she had 5-1 in the UFC, and her one loss just came in the save to a split decision loss to Claudia Gadelha. And of course, Claudia ended up losing to Rose, and that's why this fight is taking place. For Rose, 9-3 in the UFC. She of course knocked out Claudia in the third round. She has, choked out Carla Esparza before that. She's undefeated here in the save, as far as 3-0. We'll see how she does. This is going to be her, as far as she had a very, very busy 2021 compared to her 2020 when she only had one fight. This, hopefully she has a lot more fights for us here in 2022. She's still, 29 years old. Doesn't have a lot of fight experience overall, but obviously in the UFC, this would be her potential 10th win in the UFC, and boy, that would be something as far as to see if Thug Rose can get it done. That's going to be a hell of a fight, though. It's going to be a fun main event. Co-main event, though, of course. Nato Money Moicano. My God, I mean, he's taking on Taporia in a undefeated Taporia. 7-0, 15-0. And Moicano 16-3-1. So they have almost a similar fight record. Just obviously a lot more losses for Moicano, but same, a little bit of the same amount of fights, just a little bit more. As far as for Moicano, he's, at 20 fights, 15 fights for each man They're both pound-for-pound fighters in the world as far as 14th to 13th. As for Moicano, to get to this title fight, unique run at the bell here. He beat Shane Burgos, which he pretty much dominated him. It was a good showing there. Then he had the 5-rounder with Zabit, and he, of course, beat Zabit, as you could see, but he went the distance with him, but 5 rounds, though, so he's had a 5-round fight before. Then him and Michael Johnson was another main event, and I love how, we had his, as far as Carreno, before, obviously, we officially switched it to just Money Moicano. Michael Johnson, now, tough guy here in the save, and he beat him in the first round with that armbar. His submission grappling is very, very good. We'll see how he does in this one. As far as with that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, he is 32. We'll see how he does against a young fucking bull coming in here in Topuria. Has some knockout power. A black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. Does have a Greco-Roman wrestling background as well. I mean, really is a just well-rounded specimen when it comes to the mixed martial arts world. And my God, has he been on a tear. He beat Ricardo Lamos. He beat Calvin Kattar. He beat Miroslav Bečić. And, of course, he beat Max Holloway to win this title. Which is kind of crazy to think that when he beat Kattar, that was the last guy who he beat that was a top 5 guy. And obviously he won in the first round with the guillotine. It's hard to believe. I mean, he's only had... Oh, no, that was a 5-rounder, yeah. He finished him in the third. Let's say the only time he's went past the third round was that Max Holloway fight. And he went the distance with Max, but as you see, he absolutely dominated him. 50-45 across the board. Just a complete dominating performance. Very, very fun fight here. Very, very fun. I mean, as far as how Moicano's going to get this win, I mean, I would definitely say submission off his back, but other than that, I don't think he's going to outstrike him. I don't think he's going to even out-grapple him when they're standing. We'll see, though. I could be wrong. This is going to be a fun-ass fight, obviously. Main event anywhere else in the world, but this card. And the reason why we went with the main event being Weili and Thug Rose, because just name value-wise here in the save. But I would definitely have this be the main event if I didn't care about that type of stuff here in the save. But I want to make sure that we kind of stay as a top company, and I don't want to get the negative kind of shit for them being the main event when a couple of people probably would think, at least our, broadcasting people are like, they're not big enough names. For Sean Strickland and Ibrahim, though. Yes, Sean Strickland is 9-4 in the UFC, 22-4 overall. 19-5 for Ibrahim. Again, similar records, just a little bit more fights for Sean Strickland. But as far as it is a very, very close fight, literally in the negatives are both guys. 12th and 16th on the middleweight rankings. So we got a guy looking to make a big splash as debut for Sean Strickland. 9-4, but he is coming off a win against Ian Heinisch, which is a very, very impressive win. And he's beaten Krzysztof Jotko as well, which is an impressive win. You're going to say, it's crazy again. He went to this with Uriah Hall, and in real life, obviously, he beat him. But yeah, I mean, 22-4. He is looking pretty good, obviously, as a middleweight right now. And as far as for him, I would say this is his chance to really jump into the top 5 potentially if he can beat a former KSW champion in Ibrahim. But yeah, Sambo background for Ibrahim, though, as far as we didn't even look at his fight history. But yeah, as you can see, he's been quite busy. As far as here in the save, he has fought 6 times. This will be his 7th time in all of his wins by knockout. Incredible stuff. Sure, did he beat Albert Durev 3 times? And Magomed Ismailov twice? Yeah, but he beat him. As far as for his record, how's it gonna go? I'm not too sure as far as how's he gonna transition into the UFC. But striking wise, he definitely does have some power in his hands. If he could show off some Sambo grappling skills here against Sean Strickland, who obviously in real life he's just pretty much abandoned his wrestling. He's just jab boxer type guy now. It could be interesting to see how he does with that. But again, if Sean can keep the pressure on him, he might beat him. We'll see. For the Georgianian Viking, a hell of a test here against Charles Oliveira. For Charles Oliveira, though, boy, he had a slippery slope as far as how he was off to just a horrendous start. Unfortunately for him in the safe, but he has turned it around. He beat Desmond Green. He has beaten Dan Hooker, too, so that's nice. But yeah, I mean, we gave him some tough guys. Islam, of course. Beneil Dariush, which obviously happened in real life, and obviously he beat Dariush, but, Edson Barboza. I mean, he got knocked out with the, he got in the Muay Thai clinch there, and that was one of the, obviously, early fight night main events as well. This, I mean, man, as far as I love Du Bronx, of course, as we all do, I'd imagine. I feel like there's not somebody out there that does not like him. But for him, obviously, his grappling is so good and his submission skills are so good. We, weirdly enough, we've only seen the Kimura win and the rear naked choke win over Desmond Green, which we gotta give him the Desmond Green win to just kind of give him a nice win to kind of get him back onto the right track of things. But him against the Georgian Viking in Guam, I mean, this is a very, very tough guy in Guam as far as he beat Alexander Hernandez. He's beaten James Vick. Alexander Hernandez is very, very tough. He was, in the as far top 15 in the company rankings. And now, fighting Charles Oliveira, this is a big, big step for him. And he's got a big chance. He's on pay-per-view as well. He's undefeated in the UFC, looking to make it 4-0 and to beat somebody like Charles Oliveira. Whereas Charles, man, I mean, obviously the fight experience, I mean, his overall UFC record is, he's got more UFC fights than just Guam has overall. Definitely experience edge to him. And we'll see how his grappling will do against the Georgian Viking. A lot of, as far as obviously Topuria kind of reps Spain more than his Georgian roots, but he does have obviously those Georgian roots. And for Andrea KGB Lee, the Shreveport, Louisiana native, a bit of a closer fight. Well, obviously closer than the China native of Yan and Wu. The Wushu style of Wu, she's 12-3, 3-2 in the UFC, and Andrea KGB Lee is 4-3. So they don't have the greatest of records in the UFC, but the two top 10 flyweights, and both girls need a win. I think they've had some good showings. As far as sure as of late, was their only win against Lauren Murphy, who immediately retired after she finished during the third round. Yeah, but I think she's put on great performances in her 3 fights she's had in the save. For Yan and Wu, another one that is very, very fun to see fight, especially in her last 2 fights here in the save, which again, good to great fights, both finishes. She even beat Morano Moros, which was huge. I did not think she was going to win that fight. This is a good chance for both girls, man. I mean, they are maybe a win or 2 away from a flyweight title fight. It can happen right here. If they get a win here, another one down the line, you never know. But yeah, a karate background, a wushu background for both girls. This could be a fun-ass fight, especially if they keep it standing, which I'm sure they will, with both those styles. Could see a finish there in the 125 women's bout. That'd be a lot of fun to see in the old flyweights. As for our prelims, OSP and Eric Anders, the 2 SEC linebackers. As far as OSP, of course, from Tennessee, and Eric Anders of Alabama. And this is, as far as Eric Anders, the clear favorite. No surprise. OSP could be its last fight here. 26-14, not the greatest of records. 14-10 in the UFC, but of course he has fought a bit of a who's who. As far as the obviously way back when. Yeah, his only his first loss was Gegard Mousasi in Strikeforce, the last Strikeforce fight, and then obviously had the UFC run. He beat Nikita Krylov, Ryan Jimmo, and then he had the Ryan Bader fight. He beat Shogun, and then he fought Glover Teixeira as well. Of course, had the John Jones fight. This is kind of crazy to think about in hindsight, but yeah, the Jimmy Manoa, Oostmeyer as well. But he beat Marcos Rogero de Lima, which is crazy they also fought, since obviously Marcos is kind of more known as a heavyweight. He beat Yushin Okami, which that was a very fun fight too. As then also Corey Anderson as well knocked him out. He was actually looking really, really good, even though he started off kind of at the bad end of a split decision in February. But he was on a nice little run, his best winning streak in the UFC since as far as after the initial one. But obviously, as of late, things haven't went his way. But he did beat Roman Dolidze, which is kind of crazy. That was back in April of the save. He won with the Kimura, and then he finished Ed Herman in April. Another guy that is not going to have a bad fight out there. He does bring it. You're going to see a finish one way or another. He's either going to finish them or he's going to get finished for your boy, Eric Anders. I mean, this is... he was on a hell of a little winning streak. He had beaten Kutabala. He had beaten Abdul Karim Idolov as well. It even knocked out Vellante in the first fight in the save. I mean, had a 5-fight winning streak going on, but then he ran into the Rocket. And went the distance with him, though. Which, I mean, that's a top 10 light heavyweight, they went up against. Fought pretty hard. And he gave it a good go, but came up short. It was a good fight, though. And I think it's going to be a good fight here. And I would definitely say Eric Anders being the favorite makes sense. We'll see how he does. And then for Steve Maurer, he's taking on Latife, the Sledgehammer. Again, this is a crazy fight, because Latife's 5'8", I want to say. Yeah. Was a light heavyweight. He's a stocky kind of powerhouse kind of guy, and he's done all right as a heavyweight. He beat Sergey Pavlovich, and he also has beaten Saeed Soma as well before that, and he hasn't really had a bad fight since his first one, which he pretty much dominated Ben Celesti. But him as a heavyweight, man, again, he's beaten OSP, which is kind of crazy. Again, to kind of think about one with that guillotine. Him as a heavyweight, I just feel like it makes sense. It's kind of crazy. His only losses are like guys that have been ranked pretty high or have been champions elsewhere. Obviously, Gegard Mousasi, Jan Blachowicz, Bader, Corey Anderson, Volkan Oestermeier, then the Marcos Rozier, the Lima fight. That was a fun one though. That was a fun back and forth fight between those two. But yeah, Latife, 38, up there in age, taking on a rising Boca Raton, Florida heavyweight who is just a menace in there due to his 6'8" frame. Ranked 25th right now. I mean, he's a lean 6'8" too. I mean, he does not put on as far as like just being a dude that's just slugging around a lot of weight out there. He's gonna be looking pretty good tonight. Todd Duffy, got the armbar win in that one, and we gave him. I mean, Justin Willis and Todd Duffy are two tough fights. I mean, Justin Willis was a top 10 heavyweight. Hell, he was 6th in the company. When they fought, he finished him in the 3rd round. Again, a guy that really hasn't had a bad fight with us. Both his last previous fights have been good. It should be no exception as well. Yeah, they think he's going to come in at 250, which again, at 6'8", 250, that is a lean 250. Latife coming in at 220. We'll see how he's used to being a smaller guy, though. But that's 6'8" to 5'8", a whole foot on him. The Steve Maurer, we'll see how the reach advantage goes for this hell of a fight here as well. Miroslav Becic and Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres. My God, the Miami native has a hell of a fight here. He gets Miroslav Becic. Becic is the clear favorite, but this is a big, big fight for Caceres. Both guys are ranked, but as far as they've had a nice little run as of late, especially for Caceres. I mean, he's beaten Dan Ige, he's beaten Calvin Kattar, even beat Jigga as well before that. He's had a great run, but I think it's going to end here because Miroslav Becic is a little bit more of a more traditional wrestler. More so, they got the Nebraska and the Midwest background, and he's fought some very, very tough guys. He's also beaten Dan Ige, but he's also beaten Zabit, and he not only beat him, he pretty much dominated him in their fight, 30-27 across the board. But he had to fight Topuria and then Yusuf Razov, as far as which he got guillotined in that fight back in September. He's 2-fight losing streak. He could use a win. If Caceres can do it, it's going to be with the striking. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Miroslav Becic is going to kind of do a little bit of a welcoming committee as far as some of these great grapplers that the featherweight division has, and Caceres unfortunately might get ran through the buzzsaw tonight. As for Shanae, the Warrior Princess, as far as Velismas, as I always forget her, because obviously Shanae buys, but now she's married. As far as Velismas, I believe is the pronounce it. I always forget, but she's taking on Sarai Kondo, who is 2-3 in the UFC, which is kind of weird. She has a losing record, but 9-3 overall, karate background. She is on a nice little winning streak. After she, looking at her record when we started the save, it was like, well, she's like 1-3, probably send her to Invicta and try and get something going, and she did. She looked really well, and she beat Reina as well, which that obviously Reina Kubota, very, very fun fight. At least I was hoping it was going to be a fun fight, but it ended up being just a decent one. It's a fun fight to make, at least. But yeah, she took almost a year off between the Invicta title fight and the fight there with Rena. But now quickly coming back. Again, trained by Yoshida Tajiri. Very, very crazy. As far as being a pro wrestler now, fighting in the UFC. As for Shanae, though, the Warrior Princess, I mean, she's been fantastic. On an absolute tear. Was, beating, Michelle Waterson, Mizuki, and Noe. She had the hand of Grey Jessica Aguilar, all these wins here in the save. Very, very impressive. The Mizuki and Noe win. I figured she would get a finish, ended up going the distance, but still, she got the job done. And the Michelle Waterson win, she knocked her out, too, so that was very impressive. This is going to be a tough fight for Sarai Kondo. That's definitely why she's the underdog in this one. I mean, Shanae might be top 15 strawweight. I must have flyweight, but yeah, obviously their strawweight's at 115. Gonna be a fun fight. And for our vets here, opening up the show, Johnny Eduardo and Marlon Moraes. I mean, both guys, similar UFC records at 5-4 and 5-5. But obviously, two vets, 23-8-1, 30-13 for both men. Jackson Wink MMA, Palm Beach, Florida. Obviously, by the way of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, I believe. But yeah, just a two-time Muay Thai, Brazilian Muay Thai champ. Incredibly dangerous bantamweight. On a bit of a losing streak, but I mean, listen. Good losses, as far as if there's such a thing. The current champ in favor, and then Yanni, who's been very, very tough. Hasn't had a fight at all in 2021, which was interesting. So he had a full year off. Coming in 2022, of course, he's beaten John Dotson. He's beaten Aljamain Sterling. Escunio, Jimmy Rivera. He's gotten some big wins. And Jose Aldo, which that was a split. And same thing with the John Dotson win. But big wins nonetheless. We'll see how the Brazilian Muay Thai fighter can do against Johnny Eduardo, who, again, does have a Brazilian Muay Thai background. And also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background again. Guy who beat Marab here in the save. 29-28, rather. But, yeah, that was back in January of last year. Had a great fight against Peter Yan. Just got caught. He had the Mitch Gannon fight as well, which he won by split decision. And honestly, that fight, if he would have lost that fight, probably would have been the end of his run in the UFC. And yet, he's hanging around and getting another fight. He's lost to Aljo, so MMA math, and he's lost to Escunio. So definitely MMA math would dictate Marlon Moraes is the better fighter. Hence why he's the clear favorite in this one. Probably the last fight, though, for Johnny Eduardo. Again, at 41 years old, but you never know. He seems to be just, keep it going. He has maybe found the fountain of youth. As far as for Zhang Weili and Thug Rose, Namajunas, as of course, for Weili, if she gets the win, this will be her second reign with the belt. For Thug Rose, she's looking to make her first defense, of her. Yeah, this has been her second reign now as champ. Yeah. So let's say, yeah, she's in the second reign. So yeah, I mean, as far as, it's kind of crazy she only defended the belt one time. So it would tie her, oh wow, she's grossed over 1 million buys off pay-per-views. That's kind of crazy. Wonder if that's off of this one. But no, we had our main event. Yeah, we had our main event, the Cardella one. Yeah. So back-to-back pay-per-view mains for Thug Rose. This should be a fun fight. Rose has a 9-inch reach advantage. That's insane. Weili finished 3 of her last 5 opponents. But she's a hell of a striker, though. Even with that 9-inch reach advantage, I just don't think Rose is going to use that reach advantage as much as someone probably would have, if it wasn't Zhang Weili. She is such a good striker and going to be a problem. Money Moicano and Ilia Topuria. My God. Again, this fight is insane to see here. First defense for Topuria. So both champs looking to make their first defenses tonight and for the first pay-per-view of 2022, and it's a hell of a card. Topuria not even the clear favorite, which is kind of crazy. That shows you how talented Moicano is, but man, he's got a tough draw. Got a tough draw tonight, and it's for Sean Strickland and Ibrahim Zagov. As Ibrahim, man, I mean, as far as, again, making his UFC debut, see here in the save, he's been an ASA champ, been knocking people out. He's looking to add another name to the list and knock out Sean Strickland. Should be a fun fight there. the way those guys are looking to stand and bang, probably is Georginian Viking. Guam. I always just completely fuck up his last name, so I'm just going to not even try. It's Charles Du Bronx Oliveira. Du Bronx looking to get a little winning streak going after beating Desmond Green his last outing, if he can beat the Georginian Viking. Tonight, Andrea, KGB Lee, and Yana Wu. Again, Wu, clear favorite. Really no surprise. Should be a fun fight with a karate in wushu style for both girls. They're an OSP. Eric Anders. Anders the favorite. No surprise there. But yet, again, two SEC linebackers battling it out there. Then for Steve Mowry and Latifi, it's crazy that it's the same reach advantage that we're seeing in our main event when he's got a whole foot on Latifi. But yeah, Steve Mowry, of course, significant weight advantage. He's finished 4 of his last 5 opponents. He's a good grappler, though, is Latifi, and he's a tough guy to put away. It's going to be an interesting fight, though, and he's used to giving up the reach advantage, so he's used to getting into close, making it dirty, and making sure a guy does not have his reach to his advantage. That's going to be a fun fight. And then for Alex Caceres and Miroslav Becic, of course, Becic trains the American Top Team, which Caceres is 1-1. It covers that team. They're both looking to jump potentially into the top 15 later on down the line. Of course, a win here can help keep them ranked, for sure. For Caceres, he's 25th. He might get dropped back down out of the rankings if Miroslav Becic gets a hold of him, like I assume he will. With his grappling, it's going to be a tough guy to put away. For Shanae, the Warrior Princess, Vilmus has taken on Sarai Kondo. For Sarai, 25th on the strawweight rankings in the world. Shanae as 18th. Kondo, though, won 3 of the last 5 fights by decision, while Shanae has won 3 of the last 5 fights getting finishes. So I definitely say Shanae is the favorite in that one. As for Marlon Moraes, even though he's at 1 in this decade, he's a clear favorite against Johnny Eduardo. As far as Eduardo trains at Nova Uneo, as far as Moraes 1-0 against other members of that team, whereas Moraes is at Jackson Wink MMA, which Eduardo's 0-1 against other current members of that team. Not a good sign for Mr. Eduardo. Here we go, as they open up the card. First fight of the night on the prelim. Mergliata's referee. And here we go. Swing past the right hook, counters with a sequence of jabs. And the hook to the body doesn't land, though. Counter left hands from Eduardo. Now hits a straight right. Trading shots. Left-hand exchange from Eduardo. Hit up step left jab, but he hits the straight right. Moraes, I mean, his striking is real good. And he's showing it there. Slipping past the right hook attempt. Left jab, but a low kick. Doesn't connect, though, and here comes a left-handed straight right. Another counter-attack with a solid right hand. Quick kick from Moraes. Gets counter the right hand. Again, it's the counter-striking from Moraes. Moraes now looking at the clock. He's like, yeah, I got a minute left. I got to get something going. Eduardo with the left hand. Oh, there's the vicious right cross. Knocks him down, and he's going to finish this one. Mergliata's going to stop it. Great performance for Moraes. And making it 24 wins on his career and his first win of this decade. And yeah, Eduardo does give it up. I mean, hell of a run, though. 30-14. That's a great win-loss record. A lot of fights in the UFC. Sure, he didn't have a winning record in the UFC, but still. Put on a great showing throughout his time. Marlon Moraes, though, praised his team. Jackson Wink MMA is very responsive. All fans give him support. A great showing from Moraes. As for the Warrior Princess, Shanae Velismus. Velismus. Yeah, that's what it is, Velismus. As Shanae Velismus coming in against Sarai Kondo. Both girls 5-4. Very close betting line there. Minus 230, plus 180. Mark odds referee. Here we go. Cage side judges. And yeah, Velismus, the St. Petersburg native, of course, the Florida hometown girl. Let's see what we get here as Shanae comes in with a flurry of 5 punches, but 4 of them landing, but the last one, Kondo avoids it. Now Kondo's going to grab her and trip her. Oh, no, going to take control now. Trip her. Nope. No, so gets blocked. So both girls, oh, now they got her pinned. Kondo just trying to keep her up against the cage here, potentially. Yeah, oh, no. Velismus, though, making sure nothing's happening. And she pulls clear of it, and they circle back. So Velismus gets out of it. About a minute left in this first round. There's a roundhouse kick to the body after one of the 4 punches hit home. A quick flurry. Right cross lands hard off the left hand. Probably broken her fucking nose on that one. Boy, oh boy, that is a tough way to end the round. And obviously she won that round after the broken nose. Yeah, now one of her eyes is swollen shut. Right cross lands hard. I'm sure she loves that, getting hit in the fucking nose. Spinning kick to the body after the flurry of the 2 of the 5 punches landing. And Sinead Buys the former Sinead Buys, now Sinead Velismus is looking really, really good. Right hand landing after the flurry of 5 punches. Trying to grapple. Potentially, oh no, Velismus with a right cross, landing hard again. Spin kick to the body here after the flurry of punches landing. 3 for 3 for Velismus. She's getting a little bit better on those combinations. Right cross lands. Oh, she caught the leg kick too. Oh boy. See what Kondo can do with it. Can't take her down though. And she even loses the leg too, so ends up just into another strike exchange, which is something that Sarai does not want. She's getting fucked up here. Another right hook. Right hand lands. Now she's got a cut. I mean, powerful right roundhouse kick to the body now. She's getting fucked up. 10-8'd her. That's crazy that she got 10-8 in a round where nobody got knocked down rather. As far as yeah, I mean, she completely fucked her up though. I will say that. Another crunching right hook. She might be too tough for her own good here. I mean, this is insane. She's almost fought now 2 rounds with a broken nose. Still getting after it, too. I mean, went for a takedown again. Just crazy. She's still shooting for stuff. Not going to happen, though. And there's a high right head kick, too. Unreal. Crunching right hook. Vicious right cross. Just insane. Right hook here. Velismus, I mean, is just pounding away. 2 jabs, rather, in a right hand. God damn. Kondo's still trying to grab her. Trying to get something going. Unreal. She got a heart of a champion, though, I'll give her that. But she got absolutely fucking demolished. I mean, took a pounding and kept on ticking. You can't say she doesn't have any heart. Lord have mercy. But as far as for Sinead Velismus, she put everybody at the 115 division. I mean, these girls can bring it for sure. I mean, the striking was so good. And she's a Blackzilian. Like, she going to Blackzilians and not doing any type of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at all in this fight. Insane. Shows off her great striking and just incredible stuff as Caceres and Miroslav Becic. As for our referee, Steve Mazzagatti, Miroslav Becic, again, probably going to look to grapple with him, but we'll see how the Miami native will do. Looking to get a big win on the prelim of this pay-per-view, and Becic already trying to take him down. Yep. Kimura. Well, defends it. That'd been crazy. Would have just got him right there with the Kimura. Doesn't allow that again. Should looking for mount. Can't get him, though. I mean, Caceres is fighting, and they stand him up. Definitely what Caceres wants, but immediately they get up in the grapple. But again, Miroslav Becic, obviously. Yeah. He is doing a real good job here. Oh, but he got the guillotine on the bottom. Oh, he's not tapping out. Must not have been completely applied. Damn. That'd been crazy. Because they're trying to scramble, and it just gives up side control off of that. Bad idea, but at this point, it's like you gotta go for broke to scramble again. Got him with a waist lock here. Trying to get something going. And it takes control. Potentially. I don't know, because they're just going to back away. Yeah, I want to keep it standing. But again, they come together with a wrestle, clinch into a takedown, and yeah. Pretty much exactly how we thought this was going to go. Caceres, I mean, he needs a miracle. I get it here if he gets another guillotine. No. It's another scramble. Becic just guys him against the cage. Yeah, Becic's going to keep him up against the cage. And they come together again with the clinch after they get separated. And again, Becic's the better grappler. And looking for the trip. Yeah, I'm trying to keep him with some short punches to the side of the head. Now he's trying to get him against the cage again. Just going to wear him down, yeah. I mean, at least he was going for finishes throughout the fight. That 3rd round, I think he knew, hey, I won this fight. I don't need to go crazy. But I mean, listen, Caceres, this was a bit of a, you're ranked now. You've fought some tough guys already, but nothing like Mirsad Bektic, and that proved it there. Just a really, really tough grappler. And, trains the American top team, too. He's got a top team training with him. He's a tough guy. Very, very tough. And, yeah, because sure respect to Caceres. Yeah, we'll see how he does in his next outing. Maybe a little bit more of a closer battle for him. Obviously, but Steve Mowry, the undefeated Boca Raton, Florida native, taking on Latife, the Sledgehammer. I mean, this is going to be a tough fight, though. For Steve Mowry, he cannot overlook Latife. 30 pounds and a whole foot of height on him. Big ovation for the Boca Raton native. And already, Latife lands the first shot. But Mowry avoids the big right. Straight right hand lands hard. Again, he's able to land some shots here. You have crunching left hook. And Latife knows how to make it dirty. And one for the head kick. Latife fails to land on it, though. Jab, left hand. Weak flicked right hand jabs. Oh, and he caught him with that. Oh, my lord. What a head kick. Potentially here. Oh, he caught it. Yeah, he caught the kick, and now he's looking for the takedown. Passing. Oh, it's a scramble already. Oh, Mowry ends up pulling guard. So he loses out on it. So now Latife's on top. Wow, I mean, Latife. I'd say he's probably won the round. Yeah, he can't even take Latife down. Hell of a round for Latife. And now, another head kick that is too slow, and Mowry catches it. And he's got the takedown this time. Oh, but a guillotine from the bottom. And again, you see someone pull their head free. But an armbar from the bottom, he got him. Latife, a plus 630 underdog. That's why we made this fight. We know a vet like Latife can get it done and give Steve Mowry a challenge. And he did exactly that. Great armbar from the bottom. I didn't think it was going to be one off an armbar from the bottom, but I figured his wrestling would be pretty good. And we saw it. We saw that for sure. Now, trains at All-Stars Training Center, and it's a hell of a win. Hell of a win to beat somebody like Steve Mowry as a underdog like that. And as for OSP, taking on Eric Anders. Oh, Vince St. Pricks. As, boy, oh boy, OSP, he's got a tough, tough day ahead of him here. We'll see, though, as far as Mark Otter's referee cage side judges here. Here we go. They are in the center. Strikes without success. Left hand, taking on the gloves. Off target with a jab, right hook now, blocked. Nothing happening here. Nothing happening again. That's tough. Jab, low kick. Great boxing. Floor of punches ends with a right hook. Missed the left hook. It's kind of a good right hand. There's Eric Anders. There's a right hook to the ribs. Left cross. Oh! Rocked him. Hard head kick. Oh boy, Eric Anders is in big, big trouble. How about that OSP? We counted him out when we shouldn't have. Back-to-back upsets. Great win. 27th win for OSP. And he thanks and sponsors his friends. No team, too. I mean, what a hell of a win. Eric Anders, though. 16-6. A tough day at the office. Both girls with 12 wins here. Andrea KGB Lee. Yanan Wu. 12-3. 12-5. Steve Mazzagatti, referee. Cage side judges here, and then we start off this main card with the 125 stand-up battle. At least we thought, until KGB tries to go for a takedown. But immediately got her against Cage, and now trying to... Yeah, Wu gets out of it. So now Wu's in control here, and they're just going to hit each other against the cage. Thank God that referee separates them. And counter jab from Lee. Oh, there's a fucking head kick. Didn't drop her. I thought it'd at least rock her. Nothing. Oh, here comes Lee misses the big right hand. There comes a counter from Wu. Left jab and a low kick. Yeah, Wu won that round probably off of that head kick, to be honest. But she did grapple pretty well. What was the, Yeah, she outstruck her too, yeah. Clear round one win for Yana Wu. She's moving in the pocket, caused a feint. Right cross lands hard. And now Wu again pressuring her. Lee misses. 2 jabs. Lee evades the big right. Come together, strikes. Moving forward is Wu, pressuring her now. Counter jab. Vicious right cross from Wu. Knocked her out cold. That's what Yana Wu can do, and that's why we made this fight. We were going to see a finish, and that's exactly what we got. Hell of a fight, though. For KGB, for Andrea Lee here, my God, 12-6. She's now lost 3 in a row? and she's really lost as far as she would have lost now 4 of her last 5. Probably going to send her down to Invicta, try to get some, try to get something going for her. Even though she's a top 10 flyweight, it's just not working out. I mean, we gave her some tough girls, though, I will say that. But, I mean, a first round knockout against Maria and Maria, rather, I believe, yeah, Maria. But yeah, I mean, she has good fights, though, is the thing. But I just hate to see a girl now. She's going to be 4-4. I guess we can give her another fight. We'll just give her one more. Let her be the favorite in that fight, too, and give her a real chance to get something going. Because she's put on some great fights, man. And for Yana Wu, though, she's tough. That is a tough flyweight. She hits very, very hard for a 125er. And you see it there. And she praised her team up with Tiger Muay Thai, various sponsors. She looked great. She looked great. As Guam in Charles Oliveira do Bronx. Looking for another win. Steve Mazzagatti are free for Guam. He's looking to keep the undefeated streak going and to beat an absolute savage in Charles Oliveira. Quick punch doesn't hit it though. Oliveira gets a hold of him. Trying to suck him into the guard. All defends it. So Guam is now trying to take him down, which is exactly what Oliveira just tried to do. Slams him. No. Oliveira about slammed him, though, and now they separate, and he caught him with a nice 1-2. A left jab and a crunching right hook. Yeah, Guam's a tough dude, man. I mean, we're really seeing it here, but now he's finally got him trapped in the guard. Trying to grab his own leg, trying to go for a rubber guard, tries to sweep him down, not happening. Goes for the sweep. Oh my god, he flipped him over. He's now in mount. This is insane. Oh my god, now he's got us back. If he gets both hooks in, it's over. He's still going for it without the hooks. I mean, yeah, Charles Oliveira he's real good on the mat, and I thought at least Guam would do a little bit better wrestling wise, which he did. He stopped some takedowns, but once he sucked him into the guard, boy, it was all over. Another one too, though. Nice jab and a right cross, leg kick now. Oliveira grabs him, trying to suck him back into the guard, and he does. Triangle choke. Damn, I thought that was gonna be it though. Now some short range hammer fist now. Oh, sweeps him again, got mount again. Oh my lord, Charles Oliveira is just a demon down there. I mean, he's not going to finish him, but he's probably going to win this round as well. Yeah, I mean, Guam's got to get a finish, but I mean, Charles Oliveira, this is the best he's looked as far as his grappling. And here comes a nice 1-2, though. Right cross lands hard from Guam, and again, he is landing these 1-2s, but he's not able to get anything going after that, and he's able to get sweeped again, potentially. Or trip him, rather, not sweep, but yeah, it doesn't trip him. And now Guam's got control. Again, trying to take him down. Not happening. Oliveira, oh, they're going to split here. Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea from Guam. I really don't know why he's trying to just grapple with him anyways. Another head kick here. Oh, my lord, he rocked him. Trying to go for the Muay Thai clinch. He's in big trouble here. I mean, listen, if he can 10-8 him, I don't think he will, because he didn't drop him. But if he would have dropped him and forced 10-8, could have been a draw. But it's going to be a 29-28 win for Charles Oliveira. A hell of a comeback, though. Guam was not going down without a fight. Tough break. Hell of a fight, though. I thought that should have been a lot better than good, but that's just me. Hell of a win, though. He wants Rick Glenn. I mean, listen, Rick Glenn has been on a bit of a tear, so I don't blame him for that call-out, but kind of a weird one at the same time. As far as for Charles Oliveira, again, we want him to be where he should be, main eventing pay-per-views, main eventing, big shows, but it's been tough. It's tough, obviously, when you're not in the title picture to not, main event a pay-per-view, but still, to at least give him 5-round fights and to be able to show off his grappling like we saw here tonight. Very, very fun fight. Sean Strickland and Ibrahim Chizagov as our Russian middleweight, as he is looking for his 20th win. For Sean Strickland, looking for his 23rd and looking to potentially make a run for the belt. As both guys coming in. Oh my, scores with a 1-2. And then, but Ibrahim dodges the right hand. Oh wow, yeah, and we're seeing Sean Strickland's doing really, really good striking-wise, actually. I figured he'd be good pushing the pace. I didn't think he'd be good with counter-striking, like we've seen tonight. And then again, he raises jabs, right hooks, blocks, Strickland, pair of jabs. These guys are going to jab each other to death. They're going to look for that chance. Maybe for Ibrahim for the big shot. There it is. There's a right hook. Oh, there's a nice uppercut, though, from Strickland after the 4-punch combination. Good shit there. Left hook to the side of the body. 2 punches of a flurry. Left hook to the side of the body now. 1-2 from Ibrahim. Sean Strickland. Caught with the left cross, though. And there's a great right hook after the jab. Oh, and he rocked him. My God. Big right hook again. Went for the flying knee. That's crazy. Sean Strickland, I mean, he doesn't even have an ACL. Or no, he doesn't have a quad. That's what it is. He doesn't have a quad in one of his knees. So, no way he's going to do a flying knee, I don't think. I just don't think his body could handle that. But 4 quick punches. One of them landing. I can't believe Ibrahim held on. And he lands the right hook to end the round. Obviously, Sean won that round. Obviously, in real life, Sean definitely probably would not be able to strike as well as he has been on a pay-per-view setting. Because he is just... His style is more for a smaller cage. As I say that, though, he did beat Adesanya for the belt at a pay-per-view. So there is that. But punch misses the right hook, though. Left jab misses the right hand. 3 punches. One of them misses. But I missed the right hook, though. Tough. Counter again from Sean Strickland. This time it's a leg kick. Interesting. Right hand taking on the gloves. As 5 quick punches, 4 of them landing. Big right hand misses, though. So yeah, Sean's outstriking him. Good hand speed. 5 quick punches there. Pair of jabs. Clean right hand. Hitting at the right cross after the 4 punches hit. Oh, now. Ibrahim trying to go for the takedown. Oh, never mind. Actually, I think Strickland was the one who went for the takedown. Oh, wow. Yeah, now Ibrahim's the one for the takedown. He got him. Yeah, that sounds about right. We'll see what Strickland... Oh, wow. I wasn't even paying attention to the round. How much time was left? Yeah, I mean, not a lot of time obviously left, but that's an interesting spot. We haven't really seen Sean Strickland on his back in a hot minute. We haven't seen a guy try to shoot in for him. As there's a 1 punch out of a sudden flurry. Gets right hand blocked. Left jab, right cross. Getting at the right cross. Starting to get a few, both guys getting a little tired here if they got into the 3rd round. Quick left, straight right. 1 punch here. Gets the right blocked. Pair of left jabs. Fails on the hook to the body. Showing his speed here. Strickland punches the punch. Showing his speed. Strickland punches and bunches with 6 rapid strikes. Neither fighter can land a good shot here. Left jab, right cross from Ibrahim. 5-punch combination ends with a right cross. I mean, Sean Strickland has been on point. Leg kick there. Jab. Missed the right hook to the ribs. Jab. Right cross from Strickland. Right cross. Oh, down goes Strickland with 26 seconds left. Can Ibrahim get it done? He hangs on. 29-28 for Sean Strickland. Boy, another guy. Bob pulls it off in the end. I mean, a hell of a way to drop him, though. Crazy. I mean, Sean Strickland's got to thank his lucky stars. There's not enough time left for Ibrahim to really get something going. Hell of a job, though, for Ibrahim to try to answer back and steal one in the 3rd, but Sean Strickland gets it done. Takes on the debuting Ibrahim and proves, I mean, a formidable challenge for him. He rocked him. Didn't drop him, unlike Ibrahim, but it was a good fight, though. Very, very good fight. It's better than I anticipated. Zirco main event. Manny Moicano taking on Ilia Topuria. My goodness, the featherweight title on the line. Mark Goddard's our referee. Here we go. They touch gloves. Neither fighter can land anything, though. Oh, boy, we're going to get a bit of a stalemate between these two. I was hoping that would not be the case. Oh, here we go. Topuria starting to land. Yeah, 4 punches out of 4 thrown. And my God, scissor kicks to the legs as well. Moicano with a couple of jabs, but that's not going to catch anything going on. Moicano gets caught with the right hook. Gets caught, rather, with the right hook. Left jab doesn't connect with the right. Roundless kick to the body. Jab. Missed the right hand. Does Topuria. Quick punch. Oh, a Moicano with a left hook. 2 counter left hands. Good hand speed here. Topuria lands 3 of the flurry of 4 punches. Find down the midair on the big right. 2 counter left hands. Flurry of 3 punches. Topuria, 2 of them landing. Moicano, though, steps back to avoid the setup. Shot to the body. Missed the jab. Now there's some good hand speed from Topuria. Lands 2 of the flurry of 3 punches. Finds nothing but air on the big right. And that's the end of the first of 5. Yeah, I mean, Topuria obviously landed more. Moicano's got to get something going. Not a great start. Now it gets countered. Sequence of jabs followed by a right hand. Yeah, ducked the right hook, though. Did Moicano, but again, he's just getting counter-struck. He's not able to really land anything with power. Toporia's really outclassing him. Big right hand, too. Lord, counter jabs again. I mean, the counter jabs are just not going to work. Now, this might work, though. Nice high-speed takedown here. Gets the shot in and out. Oh, quickly push back, though. Topuria quickly scrambles. Oh, he's got side control. Oh, nope. Yeah, that's got side control. Leg. Oh, knee bar. Oh, my God. Could have been it. So, Moicano, this is exactly what Moicano needed, but not enough time to get something going. If he can get him down, that's where his advantage is. Topuria is smart to not even try and go for takedowns or anything. He knows he's a better striker. He's keeping it just like that. 4-punch combination into the right cross. The counter striking has been on point. Another slip. It's a great 5-punch combination. Moicano's just getting fucked up here. Lands the right hook, though. Or doesn't land the right hook, rather. He lands the jab. Tough break. Wicked 4-punch combination into the body shot. And breathing hard to Topuria. Boy, he can't get tired here. So now he's got the takedown, too, with 3 minutes left. Arm triangle. And defends it. Knee bar. Again, Topuria blocking it. Knee bar again. It just takes one submission, though, for Moicano. You know, I mean, that was an interesting round. They still gave it to Topuria. He didn't land a lot. But at least, I mean, Moicano at least was going for submissions. He had control for those 3 minutes. I wouldn't hate if someone gave it to Moicano, but realistically probably needs a finish, does Moicano. Either way's down. Nice jab, nice right hook. And Moicano slowing down, so it's Topuria. Missed the vicious right hand. I mean, fair fucks to Moicano. He hasn't been caught with anything big. Hasn't been dropped or anything, but he's just been completely outstruck. I don't think he's got that type of power. I mean, they're talking about him having some power to change it, but that's not going to happen. Topuria throws 4 punches, 2 of them landing, doesn't connect with the right hand. And he glances at him, they give him a thumbs up, like, yeah, champ. It's so dumb. As, again, there's no way he would ever not be looking at his opponent. Missed the right cross, here comes a counter. Topuria went for the head kick, but it's off target. He went for it. Caught him with a feint. Comes in with 2 jabs and the kick the body's paired away, though. Topuria keeps on opening him up with feints now. Nice 4-punch combination. Topuria just striking away. He can't be stopped. Moicano with a right cross, though. But that, yeah. He's out of rounds now. If you gave him that 3rd round, it's still 4-1. Or it's still 3-1, rather, going into the 5th. And Topuria, left jab. And they left round of kick to the body. They fall into a clinch. Moicano gets his takedown, which again, his takedowns have actually went better than I anticipated. Probably should have been doing that. But again, if you get in close enough to grapple, you're probably going to get caught with a big-time shot from Topuria. So there is that. Goddard's going to stand him up. Yeah, both guys very, very tired. Here comes a combination here from Topuria. But finds nothing but gloves on the right hand. Moicano jab, missed the right hook. Punch. From Topuria, but the right hook blocked. Leg kick from Moicano, missed the big right. That's the end of the fight. I mean, Topuria, realistically, probably 50-45, 49-46 for Sal Diamano. I don't mind giving him that 3rd round, though, but my God. I mean, Topuria, another fight where he dominates somebody for 5 rounds. Very, very tough. Potentially dominates. I mean, again, the 3rd round could have been Moicano's round, but at least the 5th round, too, he was looking a little bit better. It's tough. I think just a bad game plan, really, for Moicano. If he would have grappled a little bit more, went for takedowns at least every round, might have been able to do something, but at the same time, he went for submissions. Topuria kept fighting him off. Just wasn't his day, unfortunately, for Moicano, but what a win for Ilia Topuria, 16-0. Thanks everyone connected to UFD Gym. Another win as champion this time, defending it for the first time. And now we'll see our main event. Magnum Weili against Thug Rose Namajunas. 5-5 and 5-4. And to think that Thug Rose has like a 9-inch reach advantage over her. Insane. Steve Moscati, referee, cage side judges. Here we go. No touch of gloves from Thug Rose. That is not like Thug Rose there at all. Weili with the left hand. Oh, she got over the crunching right here. So it's like Rose already going for it. Off balance here. Caught her with the feet. Scissoring kicks the legs now after the jab. Yeah, it's like Rose looking pretty good. Weili with a counter jab. Left hand and a low kick. Weili trying to get something going. Oh my lord. Vicious head kick. Down goes Weili. And she will finish her. What a win for Thug Rose. That head kick, man. Thug Rose. She caught a lot of people these head kicks in the past. Gets it over Zhang Weili here. And that will be 12-4 in beating Zhang Weili. A hell of a performance. Poor Zhang Weili. You know, as far as she's now back-to-back losses, which is again crazy that she had a title fight like that after losing by a split decision in her last fight as champ. But again, I would love to see probably her and Claudia again do the rematch for just as far as just maybe while we wait for the next contender for Thug Rose. Hell of a win though, and a hell of a night of fights. As we think, thanking everyone is Thug Rose here for the big win. The Genesis Training Center, and successfully defends her title again. As far as for the first time, much like her last reign. Almost 20,000 people, $5 million gate. Pretty good fights all the way around. I love that, the opening bout was a lot of fun. Really, all these fights I thought they should have been rated great. The Charles Oliveira Guam fight. Topuria looked amazing in their fight. The big win from Latifi. Very, very pleased with that card. Very, very pleased. Great the popularity everywhere as well. We'll give some performance bonuses here. OSP for the upset. Miroslav Becic. Maybe not Becic. Probably Latifi. Yeah. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Yana Wu, though, gonna make a shit ton of money. Fight of the night and KO the night. What's a one-hitter quitter? Oh, yeah, we made $5 million. Unreal. The highest paid person was Latifi. $250,000. Pretty tough. Pretty tough. But hell of a fight, though, nonetheless. And our main event, big time head kick, dropped her, jumped on her, finished her. And the champs retain. Both champs retain, defending their belts for the first time. And that ends out January. On to February we go for episode 93. And we'll catch you guys next time for that episode. Take care, everyone.